morning, everyone. My name is Patrick Wilbricht. I live in San Antonio, Texas. I am retired from the Air Force after 20 years serving as a medic. I currently work for the government again as a curriculum developer. I live in San Antonio. I grew up originally in Iowa, fishing, learning, and kind of honing my skills from age 4 on the Mississippi River. My parents owned a cabin, so instead of doing summer sports, we went and did summer activities at the lake and on the river. I absolutely love fishing. I consider myself semi-professional. I'm a tournament bass angler and tournament director for a nationwide organization. I fish between 150 and 200 days out of the year. I know that I can be America's first top hooker. I am dedicated. I am spirited. I give everything I have to what I'm doing at that time. My friends and my coworkers might call me intense, and they definitely know that I'm dedicated. I love to fish, all species, freshwater, saltwater. I do have some limitations when it comes to fishing. I've never commercial fished. I've never done any trapping and things of that nature, but I'm definitely anxious and eager to learn. I did ice fishing when I was a child. I am, again, a professional, semi-professional bass angler here in South Texas. My military career was fortunate enough to place me in some certain locations where I was able to fish. North Texas, Southern California, and here in South Texas. Kind of prejudiced when it comes to bass fishing, feeling that South Texas is the bass capital of the United States. I fish between 150 and 200 days out of the year, primarily bass, although I do take some saltwater trips off the coast, catching some king mackerel, redfish, and speckled trout. I love to learn new ways to fish. When I was a child, I actually learned to catch frogs using a red string and a bare hook. The frogs would see the string and jump at it, and I would catch them. Of course, we'd eat those frog legs, and we had a really good time doing it. It was very exciting, especially as a young child, to learn how to do something like that. I am 44 years old. I've been retired now for 4 years. I look forward to the opportunity to representing myself as America's top hooker. I know that I can do this. I'm adaptable. I'm a leader. I can be a follower when the situation dictates. I'm a team player, yet I can definitely be an individual. Fishing is an individual sport, primarily, unless you're fishing as a team. Obviously, then it's a team event. I do love bass tournament fishing. I've qualified 7 or 8 years in a row now for the national championship for a major organization in the United States. I'm a director for that same organization, and I love being a director, interacting with the people, showing them how to host and run and be a professional angler. I am a dedicated to my craft. I have a very supportive family. My wife of 24 years, my daughter is 9.5 years old. My goal one day is to be a professional angler. Right now, I obviously have to provide for my family, and I enjoy doing that as well, but my end goal is to be a professional angler. Top Hooker can give me that opportunity to be that professional angler. It's a lifelong dream. I'm reaching for my dream right now, and I look forward to the opportunity. The equipment that I primarily use as a bass fisherman, I use bait casting reels and rods, Carbon X rods, and Ardent reels. I feel are the best, hands down, that I've ever used. If my wife only knew how much equipment and gear that I had, she probably would be dropped with her jaw open. We're out here this morning. I brought a friend of mine, Chris Richardson, who just returned from Afghanistan. He and I were stationed together and deployed together in Iraq. We became really close friends, and he's always wanted to come out fishing in my boat, and I thought this morning would be a great opportunity to do that. Usually we have to battle the winds in South Texas. However, this morning it looks like it's going to be nice, calm weather for us to fish. We're at a local lake in San Antonio. Again, I fish all throughout the state of Texas, Louisiana, Kentucky, northern Oklahoma, northeast Oklahoma this year for a national championship. I've qualified for many events. I've finished 35th in the nation at a national championship tournament of over 512 contestants in it. I know that I can do this. I'm adaptable. I'm eager to learn. I'm anxious to get started to be America's first top hooker. Again, my name is Patrick Wilbricht from San Antonio, Texas. Thank you.
Get a picture of the fish in the water. Can.
Well, I caught this one on a spinner bait. Like I said, we're throwing spinner baits and rattle traps today. Can't get a keep either. Jesus.
Not a keeper.
Coleto Creek, we're fishing for alligators right now. Oh,
Oh, I got him hooked. Well, story of the morning, catching small ones, mixed in with a couple of big ones every now and again, or keepers at least, not big ones, but of course every hook, every which way. Two. Three.
Nice one. What's this tournament called, Pat?
South Texas 5 Trail.
Well, it's still alive, isn't it? Ooh, very nice.